It's been raining 6 days straight for many parts of the country, and the forecast looks grim. Two storms and the enhanced Southwest Monsoon or Habagat seen to dump a significant amount of rainfall to areas already reeling from floods until Friday. Joining us now to talk to us about which areas are in dire need of help, Philippine Red Cross Chairman and former Senator Richard Gordon. Hello, Senator. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Mai. Good afternoon to all your listeners and viewers.
Good to see you again, Senator. Now, so many areas are still flooded. Some may be isolated. Which areas are you focusing on at this time, and which have you visited?
Well, the most number of flooded areas are in Quezon City, Rizal, Marikina, and certainly Metro Manila. These are the highly populated areas. Of course, hard-hit areas include also Negros, which has been under the hill with Canlaon. We've been there for almost 240 days, and they've also become flooded in Kabangkalan, in Himaymaylan, and other areas. Also, Antique has been hit. There are over 30 provinces that have been hit, so in varying degrees. But I'm glad that there is less than 10 people have been killed. I know of 6 people that have been killed, but there's an awful lot of movement. People are in evacuation centers. The government is providing them with box food. We're providing them with hot meals on wheels all year round, all day long. And certainly we're now providing water as well, and certainly providing them with psychosocial support, and as well as other measures to make sure that we alleviate their ordeal. We are assisting in emergency transfer of 1,080 individuals with our 6x6 trucks. And of course, psychosocial first aid is ongoing, and we're also doing what we call restoring family links, because some of the people have been separated from their relatives.
Senator, you've mentioned 10 confirmed killed. Do you have any figures as to the missing and as to the number of evacuees needing help at this time?
Missing, we have about, I had it just a while ago, 487. No, those are evacuation centers. Right now we have, I'm trying to go through our files here. We have 22,883 families and about 7,231 individuals missing. I'll get to you in a little while. In the meantime, I'll give you some figures on. We've served 13,000 hot meals. We don't have 10 people dead. We do have 8 landslides. We have 6 people missing in Antique, in Rizal, and in Caloocan. 6 dead in Camarines Sur, in Camsur, 2 in Rizal and in Caloocan, and we also have dead in Himaymaylan, in Bacolod, where one was swept away by the floods on top of the bridge.
All right, it's not looking good out there. As the floods are some of the worst we've seen as well. Are there any ailments that are most common in the temporary shelters in these situations?
Well, what we're looking after is when you have a lot of people in one area, is that's why we're distributing now masks so that you don't spread diseases. And we want to make sure that we distribute also anti-leptospirosis diseases, because they have been exposed to flood waters. We're also having disease prevention sessions and hygiene promotion, hand washing. Plenty of water will be provided so that they can provide washing. And certainly, we're trying to look at how they're going to relieve themselves. And that's why we're adding more water tankers so that they can have sanitation facilities in these areas. You know, I'm sure the schools and the evacuation centers will be overwhelmed with so many people in the evacuation centers.
Well, hundreds of families seeking shelter now in evacuation centers. What else do you provide aside from medical treatment? You've mentioned that hygiene at this time is very important.
Oh, definitely. I've ordered, for an example, while they're there, what has been forgotten has been 8 out of 10 children have dental caries. All right, so I'm ordering that we provide them while they're there dental education. I know it's a weird time to do it, but we want to teach children that if they grow up with no teeth or practically they're always absent because their teeth have not been provided for, we're going to give them toothbrushes and toothpaste while they're there so that they will learn to take care of their teeth. But of course, that's part of the hygiene that we're providing. Uh, it's a weird time to do so, but now that they're all together with their parents, they can do so. But what is most important as well is that they don't get sick in the evacuation centers, and that's what we want to know. A lot of problems also exist. That's why we're sending our payloaders to get rid of the garbage. When the flood ebbs, there will be a lot of garbage. You can see that already on TV. It's another thing that I should ask our friends in government to take care of is to ensure that garbage is properly handled when there are snow floods. That people must take matters into their own hands. That they just don't throw garbage, irresponsibly. You have a lot of floods because of the garbage, and I call on the government already to take a look at Project Noah, which they have not been able to continue, and that's why you have an enormous amount of water right now. A lot of water is flowing from the mountains in Sierra Madre and Antipolo, and certainly a lot of dikes are collapsing in north and here in Manila and in Central Luzon. So that is going to. I'm not surprised we're flooded out, but I would be terribly surprised if we can get our act together finally and make sure that we can alleviate the flooding in our country.
Well, I'm sure supplies are just not enough in this kind of calamity. What items are most needed at this time, Senator? And if you have a call for help, our kababayans are listening. I'm sure they'd want to help.
Oh, definitely. Help is always an abundance when they see our kababayans are in need. But what is most important is long-term planning and change in attitude so that these things will not have to suffer. We will not have to suffer, and that we will be alarmed when we have this very, very tremendous pressures when there is flooding. We can avoid this if, for example, we avoid people living in. It sounds simple enough, but I'm a lawyer. You should not allow people living in riverbanks. They are called nuisances per se, and they put themselves in danger because the first things to go, if when there's a lot of water, are the people living in riverbanks. Again, the government should pursue the public land law, which is to create new settlements, maybe outside Metro Manila, so that they can live comfortably like in the past, governments used to provide for Project 1, Project 2, Project 3. When they stopped that, then squatting became very, very famous in this country. So we really have to enforce our laws. Government has to have a very proactive role in making sure that we develop new subdivisions, not just for the rich, but especially for the poor, and not do it on a de facto basis, picking them up and dumping them in other areas like Cavite, in other areas where very, very little preparation for their comfort and for their ease is done.
Well, we've made that call time and time again. But anyway, thank you so much for your time. Good to talk to you again, Senator Gordon.
Thank you, Mai. Good questions. Thank you very much.
Red Cross Chairman Richard Gordon there.